air, but whenever it's raining outside, you know that you're playing in a meaningful game. Rain rather than snow, and it seems like it was just yesterday that we were in here calling the Hampton-Dumont Cal game, but here we are. This Falcon girls basketball team has made a lot of strides this regular season and might be poised for a really deep playoff run here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So the Falcons are 17-4, playing meaningful basketball. The days are getting longer, but they didn't seem like it today with the rain. But boy, when you can play this time of the year when it's raining, and it's hard to believe, it's 365 days ago we played South Winn, and the year really flew by. Last year, 80-21, the Falcons won. Ellen Waller with a school record, 37 points. Really, there was a lot of, if I remember right, we sat right here, and she had, I bet, between 5 to 7 layups in the first half just off steal. So I'm assuming that the same thing's going to happen this year with the Falcons turning up the heat.
Let me take you back into the archives here briefly.
Here's Mowinkle, top of the key. There's Waller going down to the corner. Pops up a three.
Good!
There's the all-time record.
37 points for Ellen Waller. Couldn't have happened to a better kid.
Yeah, that was 364 days ago that Ellen Waller scored 37 points against South Winneshiek, which to this day is a single-game scoring record. And like you said, could not have happened to a better person.
Nope.
Maybe one of the all-time greats in this AP girls basketball program. Whenever your name is in the record book, you can certainly be in that type of conversation. But anyway, Appleton-Parkersburg enters tonight after a great regular season, just 4 losses, and this team has won games in a variety of ways, and they're playing some of the best basketball of the Brady Driscoll era. A challenging stretch to end the regular season with 4 really tough games, but over a week off now, and I know Coach Driscoll has had his team in the gym and going over, back to some fundamental type of stuff, and I think that's a really good opportunity for this Falcon team to get a little reset, don't you think?
Yeah, no doubt about it. So you look at the last 4 games. Jessup, we lost 71-43. Then we beat Hudson on a kind of a revenge game. Lost to Dike New Hartford. And then went up to, and you and I did the Sumner-Fredericksburg game up in Sumner. Beat them by 7. And then I know Coach Driscoll, well, the JV and Frosh went to Waverly last Thursday night, but Coach Driscoll gave the girls last Friday. I know they didn't practice. He encouraged them to just kind of get away. They all went to watch the boys up in Charles City. They had no practices Saturday, Sunday, and then they went back at it Monday and had a team meal last night. But it's really good to kind of get refreshed because, it's been a grind. It really has. They start November 9th or 10th, and here we are February 14th, and they're still going at it. So sometimes it's good to get away, if nothing else, more mentally than physically.
South Winneshiek is 7-15 overall, a postseason win under their belts, 57-26 at home over Postville to advance to this game. Kind of a tough season for the Warriors program. The wins have been few and far between. We'll talk more about the Warriors, but for now we got to take our first time out, and when we come back, we'll hear from Appleton-Parkersburg girls basketball coach Brady Driscoll as he shares his thoughts on what it's going to take to beat the Warriors tonight. Back after this from Parkersburg, it's Falcon Playoff Hoops.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing. We're called Pit Stop for a reason. When timeliness and accuracy matters, we're the best auto shop to turn to. Repairs, maintenance, and detailings are the core of our business. Stop on by our location at 108 6th Street, Parkersburg when you need to take a pit stop.
We know this is more than a farm. It's your home. It's where you inspire the next generation to help feed the world. And Greenbelt Bank and Trust is proud to support all levels of the ag process. We believe in forming personal relationships because we believe Iowa farmers are needed now more than ever. Visit greenbeltbank.com and discover how we can help your operation reach the next level of financial success.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
Bayer Crop Science and the Iowa
Welcome back to
Foundation
Pregame
team are
coverage on
proud to
98.9.
sponsor the Falcons and our local producers. Contact the Bayer team in Parkersburg at 319-346-1800 for soybean seed production opportunities in Butler and Grundy counties for the 2023 growing season. Also visit career.bayer.us for career opportunities within Bayer.
On all cylinders, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, feels like it's been forever since we've last played a game, going back, over a week ago to Sumner Fred. But, throughout the course of the year, you never know when you lose 4 seniors that graduated last year and had a majority of the points, rebounds, everything. The majority of the stats, you're kind of always like, what'll be the outcome this season? But to be right where we were at last year, we were at 17 wins last year and right at 17, looking at 18, hopefully tonight. It says a lot about the girls' work ethic, the time they put in the off season, and then in season working hard, new pieces, trying to find the right lineups and combos. And no matter who I put out there, I feel like it's going to work in some capacity. Whatever lineup is out there is going to do a good job. They're going to play hard. They're going to play fast. And I think this year we're a faster team than we were last year. Good defense again, like last year too. But it's been a fun year to coach this group, and they're a fun group to have around, not only on the basketball court, but just team meals off the court. It's a really fun group.
And last week up with Sumner Fred, we were talking about kind of some objectives throughout that week plus that you had between that game and now this South Winn game. And you had said that one of them was just kind of, making sure that all the girls are understanding some, basketball scenarios, game scenarios, that type of stuff, kind of just, being smart and kind of taking ownership of that type of stuff. How has that gone? I mean, I know that's something that doesn't really come overnight, but yeah, but how's that coming along just as far as, the being able to, have some of that more basketball IQ and be able to take ownership?
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't happen overnight. So we're still working on some stuff. There's so many situations that you can throw out there, end of game or end of quarter, or just so many scenarios that you can throw out. So we've been hitting a couple of them and trying to do some last, sets we like to run at the end of the game, or out of bounds plays, or we still have to do some on defensive side of things too. If we're down, whatever, trying to foul, how to foul. That's one thing that some teams. You might think that they would know instinctively at the end, if we need to foul, you know how to foul. Well, how do you do that without getting an intentional foul? You got to go for the ball, so just little things like that, that we need to just put in and make sure we're all on the same page on. But yeah, no, it's been going well. They're receptive and they're quick learners. So, as you get going in the playoffs, there's closer and closer games. You're more well scouted. We're scouting teams more and more. So the games are going to be closer. So these scenarios are going to pop up more and more the deeper you go.
Well, it's a first-round matchup here with South Winneshiek, who had a play-in game with Postville here the other night, and they're coming in here out of the Upper Iowa Conference, 6-10 overall, or 7-15 overall, 6-10 of their conference. What can you tell me about them? Obviously, they're a sub-500 team, but what kind of stands out about South Winn?
Yeah, they're changing defenses quite a bit. In the couple games that I've watched, they've ran as many as 4 defenses. Actually, I think all 4 in one game. They'll throw man out in 2 games that I watched, and then in a game against New Hampton. New Hampton has a really good kid going to Iowa, I think, to run track. But they boxed her, and then when she was out, they threw a 1-2-2, 1-3-1. So, and I know they played some 2-3-2. So they'll throw out quite a few defenses. So they keep things changing on their end, which keeps things changing on our end. So we'll have to be locked in and focused on seeing what they're in, recognizing it, and adjusting accordingly to whatever they're in. But we'll try and play our normal game and try and play up tempo, fast. Get up in a press, and start with defense, and hopefully defense turns into offense and easy buckets for us.
Well, it's a team that you played last year in the postseason opener as well. Any sort of scout. I know they lost their top scorer or two from that team, but any sort of scouting you can do from that game?
Yeah, a little bit. Actually, just this morning I watched a little bit of that game from last year just to kind of get the feel. But it's tough because you get 4 seniors from our team gone and a couple kids from their team gone. So there's different people in there, but just playing styles for them, I don't think it's changed too much. But with different pieces changing and new people on the court for us, as many as 11, 12, 13 kids on the court for us, and majority are new from last year. There's some things that you can take away from that game, but really it's new team, new year, trying to watch their more recent games. But yeah, I did go back and watch that game.
Yeah, that obviously was a big win last year. We'll talk more after the game, hopefully after a win. But I guess when it comes down to it, what would you say are the keys tonight, and I guess for a deep postseason run in general?
Yeah, I think staying locked in defensively. That's probably the first thing. Making sure we're, sound defensively, and making sure we're getting one shots all they get.
The Appleton-Parkersburg Community Schools would like to thank and welcome you to tonight's game. We would like to thank our postseason sponsors for helping make these broadcasts possible: Bayer Crop Solutions of Parkersburg, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, Pit Stop Auto and Detailing, and new to Parkersburg, Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Thank you for all of your support of AP Schools. We would also like to thank our season sponsor, Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate. Without them, all of our regular season events wouldn't be possible. Appleton-Parkersburg Schools promotes good sportsmanship in all athletic events. Please respect the players, coaches, other fans, and officials at tonight's ballgame. And now we will hand it off to the voices of the Falcons, Jonathan Mowinkle and Brian Boozman.
South Winneshiek Warriors, doing some prep for this game. They enter tonight with, like I said, a win under their belts. But it's been a tough season for this program. Not a whole lot of wins, just 7-15 overall. It's been kind of an uphill battle, and it will be an uphill battle, I would imagine, in this game. Nothing against South Winneshiek, but the odds are definitely slanted against them tonight.
And you look at and I'm not slighting Northeast Iowa by any stretch of the imagination with this comment, but Appleton-Parkersburg is in a brutal league. It's night in, night out with top quality girls basketball that prepares you for a season or postseason. So
let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the road team, the South Winneshiek Warriors, coming in here out of Calmer. Wearing number 10 is a 5'3" senior, Morgan Kriener. Number 11 is a 5'6" junior, Aubrey Wiley. Number 12 is a 5'9" junior, Josie Teesketter. Number 21 is a 5'6" senior, Josie Heemseth. And number 22 is a 5'9" senior, Morgan Clay. Before we meet the Appleton Parkersburg starters, let's revisit the keys to the game with AP head girls coach Brady Driscoll.
Staying locked in defensively, that's probably the first thing. Making sure we're, sound defensively, making sure we're getting one shots all they get, grabbing the defensive rebound, and then finding an outlet and getting out and run. We got a lot of kids out there that can grab the rebound and just take off and run with it, trying to get the easier transition buckets. So limit them to one shot. And, as we go deeper and deeper, that's one thing that we'll have to key in on is rebounding, because we're not the tallest team.
All right, and now let's meet the Appleton Parkersburg starters.
Hi, I'm Quinlan Schultz. I'm a sophomore guard, and I wear number 3.
And a tip by Schultz. Here comes a fast break for Schultz, lays it in, and the foul call.
Hi, I'm Ellen Waller. I'm a senior. I'm a guard, number 12.
Fake the 3, passes it across the floor to Waller. She pops up a 3 and hits it. Nothing but net for Ellen Waller.
Hi, my name's Addison Williamson. I'm a senior guard, and I wear number 20.
And here's a steal and a pickpocket by Williamson. Racing it down the floor. 5th turnover for the Sailors. Williamson left corner 3. It's good! It hit the square and dropped down through.
Hi, I'm Kendall Ryard. I'm a junior forward, and I wear number 22.
Rebound fought for goes to Ryard. Takes a power dribble on the right block. Puts it up and in for 2.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Lind. I'm a senior center, and I wear number 50.
Luring, flying to the rack, rejected again by Lind.
How nice is it to have Kennedy Lind on the back end of your press? When they shoot, she's just going to gobble up rebounds.
Hi, I'm head coach Brady Driscoll. Falcons basketball is next on KQCR.
All right, and we are in break.
Ellie Thomas and Sean Cruzy. At this time, please stand and face the flag with the singing of the national anthem by some girls from the music department.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red cloud, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's just about time for tonight's opening tip-off inside the Appleton Parkersburg Gymnasium. After a fantastic live national anthem, as is always the case here at AP, John Mowinkle and Brian Boozman with you here as the Appleton Parkersburg girls getting set to face South Winneshiek here in this playoff opener. The winner will face either Denver or Sumner Fredericksburg, coming up tentatively scheduled for in here this Friday night. Any final thoughts from you before we get rolling tonight?
Well, I'm going to go back to one of your previous comments is I'd put Appleton Parkersburg's national anthem against anybody in the state right now. We have kids that are just awesome singers. For Appleton Parkersburg basketball-wise, it's pushing the pace, limiting one shot, and getting somebody hot early.
Opening tip-off is controlled by Lind against Teesketter, and the Falcons with a possession here as we get rolling on this Tuesday night. Quinlan Schultz with a shovel pass up to Williamson, drives down right of the lane, mid-range shot, good! right off the back of the rim and down through. Addie Williamson puts the Falcons on the board. And AP with a quick start and full court press here on defense.
That's huge for Addie to get off the board, get on the board early.
She was one of the leading scorers against Sumner Fredericksburg in the regular season finale. Nearly a steal by Lind, but the Warriors able to keep it under control. Tenacious defense here for the Falcons. South Winn doesn't even know what to do with it right now. Kreiner dribbles it left and fires it up top of the key where it's hauled in by Wiley. Down to Clave, back out. Here comes a catch, shoot three. Missed off the rim. Offensive rebound. Putback is missed as well. And the rebound of the Falcons. Pushing the pace. Waller, 2-on-2, takes it to the lane. Right-handed layup, no good from the left side. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Couldn't quite get the lucky roll on the rim. And South Winneshiek gets the ball back. Kreiner pushes it into the front court. Nearly a steal. Now it's a loose ball. Scramble for it. Might be a jump ball here. And yes, it is.
South Winn ball.
6:52 to play in the first quarter. Appleton Parkersburg 2, South Winneshiek 0.
I think Appleton Parkersburg's pressure is going to bother South Winn again. Their ball handling looks just a little bit suspect early in the ball game.
So here's Wiley in the wing right side. Fires a pass down right to Clave. Tip pass and it's stolen away by Q. First turnover of the game. Here come the Falcons in transition. Q to the rack. Lays it in with the left hand. And it's 4-0 Appleton Parkersburg. South Winneshiek has their leading scorer coming in with
another
Morgan
turnover
Clave.
for South Winn.
Stolen away down to the other side, and it's taken right back by the Warriors with Clave. She takes it across the timeline. Q hits the floor, and it's going to be a foul on AP. I was going to say their leading scorer is Josie Teasketter, 9.3 points per game. So no one even averaging in double figures for these South Winn Warriors. Here comes South Winn into the front court.
AP's putting a lot of pressure on them out front.
Underhand pass, now into the lane. And they're just moving it around. Here comes a three ball, good from the left side. Up and in, and the Warriors are on the board. That was a three by Teasketter from the left corner. Down the other way, the Falcons with a 1-point lead. It's 4-3. Williamson pushes up off the backboard and misses it. The Falcons really pushed the pace on the shot there. Did not really get picky and try to get an open look. They get a takeaway, though. It's Williamson with a steal. Third South Winn turnover. Falcons beat everyone down the floor, and Waller down there to lay it in. AP with that tenacious pace that they're beating teams down the floor with. Last year it was more of the size. This year it's more of the speed. South Winn able to get down the floor, and that's out of bounds to AP.
South Winn, they have a nice press break set up where they're trying to get the ball to the middle. Typically, if you get the ball from one side to go to the middle, you go back to the opposite. But Appleton and Parkersburg's speed right now is causing havoc for them.
5:29 to play first quarter, 6-3 AP.
South Winn's in a man-to-man defense right now.
Coach Driscoll told me, as you heard in our interview, that they'll switch defenses quite a bit. They'll run up to as many as 4 different defenses throughout the course of a game. Tipped out of bounds by South Winn, and it'll stay with AP here with 19 to shoot. Falcons with 3 points, or with 6 points, 2 apiece from Schultz, Waller, and Williamson. And they'll look to get it inbounds. We'll try to get updates from the Denver-Sumner Fredericksburg game here tonight as well. Inbounds goes to Waller, and the Falcons will set up their offense here down 17 to shoot. Waller between the legs, stops the dribble and gets it up top to Q. At the volleyball line, power crossover dribble. Down to 8 to shoot. Nice pass inside. Here's Williamson. Gets a couple bounces on the rim.
Yep, nice give and go. Yes, really nice pass from Kennedy to Addie cutting to the basket.
Just under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter, and it's 8-3
Another
Falcons.
turnover. It's the 4th turnover for South Winn. I think they're going at a pace they're not used to.
Yep. Here's Ryer down to Waller. Catch and shoot three. Too strong. Rebound tap by Lynn and chased down by Williamson. The Falcons save the possession. Now here's Ryer rumbling down right side of the paint. Fouled on her way down. And let's see if this is in the act of shooting. Oh,
on the floor.
Might have been able to try to sell a shooting foul. Allison Hain comes into the game for South Winneshiek. Also Carissa Wentold coming in. Kreiner heads to the bench.
Little lob here to Kendall.
There she is at the right elbow, looks at the bucket, fakes the shot, takes a step inside the free throw line, couldn't get it to go, and the rebound is snared away by Heemseth. So here comes South Winn, and an easy steal by Williamson. Down to the right side of the lane, backdoor pass, and it's Waller flying
Addie
up to the
is playing
rack.
real well right now.
Timeout called by South Winneshiek. here with 4:16 to play in the first quarter. And it's a full timeout, so we will take it as well. Appleton Parkersburg off to a fantastic start. It's AP 10, South Winneshiek 3 here inside the Falcon Gymnasium.
From paints to socks, toys to tools, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center has it all. Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, voted the world's best small-town hardware. 504 Highway 57, Parkersburg. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
That was a quick 60-second timeout. Either that or I was slow to break. Out of the timeout, South Winneshiek turns it over for the 7th time. Q beats everyone down the floor, lays it in for 2, and it's 12-3 Falcons here with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. This one on the verge of getting out of hand, and it's out of bounds to the Warriors. How about this start for AP?
Oh, it's great. They're really playing hard. They're getting steals just like they had hoped and anticipated. It kind of reminds me a little bit of last year already, John. Just the pace at which Appleton Parkersburg is able to go. We're going to throw Emma Wolf, Lexi Oswagon, and Peyton Closter at him. Not much drop off.
And we got a whistle. They couldn't get it across half court. Yep. So that's their 8th turnover of the game already. And you're at 3:50 to go in the first.
4 minutes, 10 seconds in.
They average around 23 turnovers per game. They're on pace for well more than that. All right. Quick conversation. Yeah, 34 minus 24 is 10. Hold on a sec.
We got to reset the shot clock.
That's interesting, though, that they started the play at 34.
Yeah. Well, I'll interject here in just a second when this possession's over.
Here's Ryard looking at the bucket, pops up a 3 from the right wing, and it's good.
Boom! Goes the dynamite for Kendall Ryard.
It's all AP. Ryard on the board for the first time. 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. They're going to change that to a long 2. It's 14-3. I thought it was really close over there on the far side. Here's a kick to the wing, catch and shoot 3. Good.
It's a nice shot
by Clave.
Really nice shot. Great rotation on her shot. Appleton to Parkersburg, if they just move the ball from side to side, they're going to get easy shots all night. But they're going to have to pass it.
Oswagon has it, lobs it up inside for Closter, inside the lane, kicks it out to Ryard, fake the shot, drives along the baseline, kicks it to Waller, left corner 3, catch and shoot, too strong off the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds, and actually, are they going to get a foul?
Nope.
All right, out of bounds.
Yes, they are, 22.
So that'll go on Morgan Clave of the Warriors. And in comes Kriener for South Winneshiek. South Winneshiek at the road, red jerseys tonight with the white numbers. No other colors, a very simple look. Falcons in their home whites.
And it's Valentine's Day, so they're in their red and white.
That's right. Falcons with their white jerseys with red numbers and red and black stripes. Waller into the lane, finds the opening.
Yep, it was a nice take. That's what I mentioned earlier. They're just, if they reverse it once, they can drive or pass to the hoop all night long. It only takes 3 passes.
Southwind gets it into the front court here with Hying. Dribbles it to the top of the key, nearly lost it. Wolfgardinger out there. And now a foul on Oswagon on the drive to the right by T-Sketter.
So let's go back to the 10-second call. So the ball goes through the net, right? Then they reset the shot clock. But you still have a chance to take it inbound. So that usually takes a second, and then you would take it from there. So it really isn't 25. It's typically 24.
Interesting. So that's how Southwind had that turnover here a few possessions ago. T-Sketter heaves it across the floor, and a loose ball is picked up over there by Kriener, and they keep the possession alive. Turns around to the wing, feeds it inside. Turnaround shot is up and in, and Morgan Clave.
Foul on Emma Wolf.
Back to within 8. It's 16-8.
So they have
a chance for a 3-point play.
2 3-pointers and then a layup. So.
Right. And a chance for a 3-point play. Here's the free throw, and it's good.
She's got a nice shot. Very nice shot from Morgan Clave. She's our leading scorer at what, just about 10?
10 points per game. Yeah, I misspoke earlier. Clave, the leading scorer, and then T-Scatter, the second leading scorer, at 9 points per game. We got another foul, and it's against Clave again.
That's her second. So they're getting a substitute in here for her. Bella Boozman on the line.
Takes a spin, flicks the wrist, and swishes it. Nice stroke there for Bella. Bella Boozman with, let's see, on the season, she is shooting 50% of the free throw line. She was 3 of 6, now 4 of 7. And she'll be 4 of 8. Made the first, missed the second. Rebound goes to the Warriors. 2 minutes to go first quarter. Appleton Parkersburg 17, South Winneshiek 9.
There's another steal.
Steal.
Come on,
Here's
Lexi.
Oswagen. Wide open pass to the basket, and she lays it in with the left hand. Lexi Oswagen on the board. Everyone getting involved in the scoring tonight for AP. Here come the Falcons. Clave throws it left. Or that was T-Scatter, that is. Down to a minute 40 to play in the first quarter. Tipped out of bounds, last touch by AP. Man, from this angle, it looked like the South Wind player just threw it up and it flew out of bounds, but the Falcons were there to touch it last. And here comes Ava Eddy into the game. What do you call her?
The microwave.
Oh, yeah.
She can heat up fast. Boy, that one night against, I can't remember who it was, she had 10 points in like 3 minutes.
I think that was GR, wasn't it?
It was.
Here comes a 3 for the Warriors. Too strong. Rebound goes to Oswagen. Haying misfired. There's Haying misfired.
3 passes and we have a layup.
Here comes a straight on 3. Good!
Yes.
It's Ava Walker!
Boom! Goes the dynamite for Eva Walker.
30-second timeout called by South Winneshiek. And it's 22-9, Appleton Parkersburg here with 1:26 in the first period. The Falcons are absolutely on a roll. Not unlike what we maybe expected coming into this one, but the Falcons are definitely leaving no doubt, at least here in the first quarter. And it's it's looking like somewhat like last year's game when it was an 80-21 final score. Give the Warriors credit, though. They're on pace for a lot more than 21 points this time around.
Well, there was a timeout with 4 minutes, 16 seconds left. It was 10-3. Now with 1:26, it's 22-9. So Falcons have scored 12. They've scored 6. Doubled them up.
Last year, the Falcons outscored the Warriors 23-4 in the first period. Warriors with the basketball, they break the full court press.
That's a nice press break. Their coaches really got them organized. They just aren't able to capitalize.
It's a steal for Eddy, but then it's a takeaway in the backcourt again. The Falcons with just their second turnover of the game. Lob pass into the lane, hauled in by Kriener. Out to the corner, catch and shoot 3 ball. Air ball too strong. Offensive
That's
forward.
what Coach Driscoll was talking about, and his keys to the game is limiting them to 1 shot.
And T-Scatter was able to finish, and she's got 5 points for the Warriors.
3 passes.
22-11. Closer at the elbow, and she gets called for a travel. So they'll give it back to the Warriors with 50.1 seconds left here in the first. And South Winneshiek with a chance to slice into this deficit a little more.
There's another turnover coming. No!
They get it across half court. T-Scatter able to jump up above everyone and haul in that pass to the half court line. Wiley dribbles left, and there's the steal for Boozman. 1-on-1. She's being chased from behind. Eddy gets the loose ball and puts it up and in. Just when it looked like the Falcons might get it taken away, there is Bella Boozman to save the day. 22 seconds left in the first. Warriors with the basketball. Willie dribbles it down left to the corner. Step around. Here comes a shot too strong by
That's a good rebound by Eva.
13
Look
seconds
ahead.
left.
You got a layup if they pass it.
Here's Eddy. Lobs it inside looking for Lind. It's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with AP. There was a battle for it along the baseline, and the Falcons will get it with 7.8 seconds left. The Warriors got to go all the way down to the end of the scorers table to check in. It'll be Alyssa Holthouse checking in for the Warriors.
So South wins in a man-to-man on the out-of-bounds. Appleton Parkersburg should be able to get a layup.
And they turn it over. So it was Walker that was inbounding it. Boozman had to run all the way over to the visitors' bleachers, and the pass basically went to no one. 4th turnover for AP. Southwind gets it in, 6 seconds in the first. Here comes Heemseth, bounces it. They're still in the backcourt. They get it forward. Here's a heave, and it's good at the buzzer.
Wow.
Carissa Wendhold. And South Winneshiek with some life as we head to the second period. Appleton Parkersburg 24, South Winneshiek 14 here in this regional quarterfinal in Parkersburg.
Keep up to speed with Velocity Rewards Checking from Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Earn high interest with our best checking account rate available on balances up to $25,000. Receive your monthly statement electronically, use your debit card 10 times per month, and have one automatic payment or debit each cycle. Open your account today with Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Sometimes I worry. Sometimes I'm scared.
Sometimes I'm overwhelmed.
Sometimes I cry.
And that's okay, because sometimes is not all the time.
It will be okay. You got this.
You got this.
You got this.
For both
We're back live inside the Appleton Parkersburg High School Gymnasium. It was a heave from the volleyball line for Carissa Wentold to make it 24-14 Falcons over South Winneshiek here as we head to the second quarter. Falcons with the ball going from right to left. Lob underneath for Ryard, and the Falcons turn it over. It's picked up in the backcourt, nearly another takeaway, and there it is. It's Q with a steal. Waller, 1-on-2, stops the block, back out to Q, catch and shoot, deep three. No good off the rim, chased down by Ryard, and the Falcons get the possession back. She takes the runner and lays it in.
Boy, she's a good player. She is awesome.
No arguments for me on that. Just underway here in the second quarter, into the front court with Holthouse. She dribbles it down to the right
there she
wing,
is with a
and
steal.
It's another steal for Ryard. They get it forward, chased down by Schultz, and she traveled with it. The Falcons have all of a sudden started to rack up the turnovers here in the late part of the first quarter and early part of the second. So, still some full court pressure here. So far, the leading scorer for the Falcons is Ellen Waller with 6 points.
And it's been a quiet 6 because they've been layups. There's another steal by Quinlan.
Tipped at half court, and here comes Q. Passes it right to Waller, turns around to the block, step back, couldn't get it to fall too short. Rebound goes to the Warriors. That's maybe a scenario where the Falcons could maybe wait for a better shot, maybe as you go down the line deeper into the postseason. Warriors with the basketball down to the short corner right side. Nice move, sidestep to the left for Heemseth, and it's 26-16. South Winneshiek is hanging in there. Waller spins the elbow, the left side. Kick out to Williamson, catch and shoot three. Airballed it short, might have been tipped by someone, and Q was out of bounds on the rebound.
Maybe a timeout for Coach Driscoll here at 26-16, 6:31. A little out of sync, haven't scored for a little bit.
It was 24-14 going into the second quarter.
I think you're right, John. I think the Falcons like to go full bore ahead, but it may be time to slow it down, run an offense, and get a good shot.
One more.
Warriors with the basketball around to Heemseth. Gets the catch in the left corner. Pops up a three, too strong. That
rebound.
was rebound Williamson. Into the front court, Lynn lobs it up for
That was
Waller.
a nice pass by
Layup
Kennedy.
is good from the left side. Ellen Waller with 8 points. She's the leading scorer for the Falcons. It's 28-16.
I think Ellen wishes she could play South Winn every night.
Yep. Remember, she had 37 last year when these teams met here in the playoffs. Loose ball chased down by Wentold. She's the one who had the deep three at the buzzer, and the Warriors turned it over for the 15th time. 5:51 to play until halftime. Appleton Parkersburg 28, South Winneshiek 16.
And South Winn's in the right defense. Appleton Parkersburg over the years, or at least this year, has struggled against man-to-man, played better against zone. So they're in a man. See if they can run their offense and get a good shot.
Here's a left corner three by Williamson. Rims out. Rebound Warriors, it's high. And Waller tips it along the baseline, and it's out of bounds back to South Winn. So here's a scenario where the shot clock's at 34. So you'll have until 24 to get it across the half-court line.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. Down to 29. And
trap
they do get
right
it
there.
across. Lob pass forward, tip by Lind, out of bounds, and it'll go back to South Winneshiek. Kennedy couldn't quite chase it down along the sideline before it went out of bounds. You know, there's been a lot of those. I mean, South Winn has turned it over a lot, but there's been even more times where AP has had, been close to a takeaway or a turnover like that. Corner three, rims out, rebound Lynn. That was a nice board.
It was a great board. She did a nice job of blocking out. Now if we can just run.
Here's a runner by Waller in the lane, and she swirls it down through. Ellen's got 10 points into double figures already. She averages 14. They get it across half court here with Wenthold. Down to the block. Here's a layup. It's good with the right hand. It's tying her first points of the game.
Pretty good pace right now, John.
Amen. Here comes Schultz down to the baseline. Turns around. Nearly gets trapped. Looks for someone to get it away to. Backside, here's Lynn. Too strong on the floater. It's bouncing toward the corner and out of bounds to South Winn. 4:39 to play second quarter. Appleton-Parkersburg 30. South Winn 18. No score update yet from Sumner, where the Cougars are taking on Denver. Winner of that game will play the winner of this game. 4.5 to play till halftime. It's a deep three from the edge of the logo. Missed by Holthaus.
Rebound by Addy.
Here come the Falcons. See if they can get this 30 off the board. Out to Waller. Looks at the bucket. Dribbles it right. Now back to the left and lobs it up to Williamson.
I'd actually like to see Ellen pull the cord on a three.
And now Addy loses the ball in the lane, reaches around, and commits a foul. You're right. That was I thought Ellen was going to fire up a three from over there.
Yeah, I did too.
The Warriors will get it back here in a 12-point game.
Coach Driscoll's going deep in the bench early in the first half. I know we've gone at least 10 deep.
Yep. That's one of the strengths of this team, that there's typically no slowdown when those subs get in, much like the AP boys. Here's a block shot by Lind. It's picked up by South Winneshiek, and they'll keep the possession alive, 20 to shoot. It's T-Scutter holding it overhead.
Nice
now
job
it's a
by
tip
Eva
and a steal by Walker.
Follow it in, you never know.
And she
Good
lays
job,
it
Eva.
in for two, takes it coast to coast. Walker's now got 5 points for AP.
Yeah, she's a bulldog on defense. Just a complete animal.
Warriors able to break the
There
press
she is,
again.
another
But
steal.
there's Walker coming seemingly out of nowhere. And it'll be out of bounds after ties caused a little bit of a disruption over the corner. She was totally undetected flying in there.
Oh,
for
I
that
know.
steal.
All of a sudden she just came out of nowhere, and there she was.
16 turnovers for South Winn already. 3.5 to go till halftime. And it's 32-18 Falcons. Waller lobs it up to Ryard. Nice cut by Walker, but they wave it off.
Yep. It was a great backdoor cut, to UCLA cut, but great backdoor. She just needed to take one dribble for a layup.
I didn't even see the call. Was it a travel?
Yeah.
All right. So the Falcons turned it over for the 8th time here in the game. South Winn gets it into the front court with Haley Reilly.
Bill Dorn perfected that move right there. You go to the elbow, you do a backdoor cut.
Long two-point jumper, good from the left corner. Caressa Wenthold again, she's got 5. 32-20. Waller into the front court here. Crosses over, into the lane, fouled on her way up. So 2 free throws coming for Ellen. It looks like T-Scatter will be called for the foul. Yep, and it'll go on number 12, her second of the game.
You know, for as well as Appleton and Parkersburg started off, South Winn should feel pretty good right now, only being down 12. Make that 13, but.
So Waller hits the first free throw. It's 33-20.
But what got Appleton and Parkersburg off to a quick start was steals and layups.
Second free throw, switch. Nice and smooth. 3 minutes to go till halftime. 34-20 Falcons. And here comes South Winn to get it across half court with Wenthold. Lobs it down underneath. Tough shot is up and in from the right block by Heemseth.
It might be time for Appleton and Parkersburg to kind of switch their press up. I think, just if nothing else, you go half court for one possession just to throw them off.
And you've been saying that South Winn has been able to break it easily. Here's Closter missing the shot, gets her own rebound, put back, no! It bounced on the rim and hung there for 2 seconds.
I don't know how that didn't go in.
Rebound goes to the Warriors. Down the floor comes Wenthold, bounce pass, here comes a three.
Rebound.
Way too strong.
There's a second
Offensive
chance
board.
opportunity.
Jab step along the corner. Loose
Eva
ball is
Walker
picked
with
up by
another
Walker.
steal.
Waller 2-on-1. Here come the Falcons. They throw left to Oswegen. Left side layup, no good. Rebound Waller. Putback is in. Falcons got lucky on that possession. but another missed layup for AP. 36-22 here with under 2 minutes to go till halftime. They get it forward, and a bounce pass to the near side with Hying up top. Bounce pass along the perimeter here to Tease, around the corner to Reilly. Guarded out there by Ryard. Down to the corner,
nice
and she
steal
picks
by
it away.
Kendall. Just took it right out of her hand.
Lob pass forward for Waller, down to the baseline.
There
Layup
we
is
go.
good. And she was fouled on the shot, so she'll have an and one opportunity.
Everything's starting on the defensive end for the Falcons when they have success. Steal, outlet, layup.
Don't look now, but Ellen Waller's got 16, and it's not even halftime yet.
Yep, we're gonna keep that on the down low.
Yep. We had
with no threes.
That's crazy. First free
Layups
throw by
and
Waller.
free throws. She's gonna take a little break.
Speaking of threes, you remember back the first game of the year, or maybe it was the Olwine game, where the Falcons broke the school record for threes in a game?
Yeah.
Here's a steal by Oswagen. Out to Wolf. Stops in the left side of the lane. Kick out Boozman. Thought about the three and back to Wolf. They'll reset the offense here with 90 seconds to go till halftime. Lob
nice
it underneath
pass
for Peyton. Puts it up.
Great
and good off the
entry
backboard.
pass by Avadi.
41-22. The Falcons starting to stretch the advantage here. Chase down in the backcourt. They're going to have to move quickly now. Here's Wentel, and they do get it across with a couple seconds to spare. Holthouse dribbles it down to the corner left side, and she stepped out of bounds. 20th turnover for South Winn.
And not even to half.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite the pace. 1 minute to go until halftime. 41-22. Bounce underneath, and Boozman hit the bottom of the backboard with it.
Caught the ball a little bit too far under the basket. Another turnover for South Winn, number 21.
And that was just a scenario where I think they started moving a little too quickly and couldn't control well enough. 41-22. This lead looks a whole lot better for AP than it did just a couple minutes ago.
Yes.
Here's Boozman, just fires up a three, standing still. No good, out of bounds, and it'll go back to South Winn. 41-22, down to 43 seconds till halftime. And here's a steal by Boozman. That looks so easy.
Nice
bounce pass into Eddie, and she hit the bottom of the backboard.
Nice
and
steal by Bella.
to save
good,
the day.
Good put back by Lexi.
30 seconds till halftime. Shot clock is off.
Another steal
here's a
by
tip
Lexi.
by Oswagen. Picks it up, kicks it out to Wolf. Power dribble in the lane, slithers through and couldn't get it to go. Offensive board by Oswagen, and it's tipped away and stolen by South Winn. Kreiner one-on-one and lays it in. Or wide open than one-on-one, I guess. Here come the Falcons. Lob it inside to Closter. She turns around and swirls it in.
Execution. Great
Down to
execution.
4 seconds till halftime. And
Another steal.
Almost. Oh, that could have been a layup before halftime. But the Falcons will take a 45-24 lead into the halftime locker room here in this playoff opener over South Winneshiek. Halftime coverage is next from Parkersburg on 98.9 KQCR, the Falcon Activities Network on YouTube, and on Dumont Telephone Company, cable channel 994.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
Pit Stop Auto Service and Detailing. We're called Pit Stop for a reason. When timeliness and accuracy matters, we're the best auto shop to turn to. Repairs, maintenance, and detailings are the core of our business. Stop on by our location at 108 6th Street, Parkersburg when you need to take a pit stop.
From paints to socks, toys to tools, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center has it all. Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, voted the world's best small-town hardware. 504 Highway 57, Parkersburg. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays.
Yeah, 12.
Bayer Crop Science and the Iowa Foundation team are proud to sponsor the Falcons and our local producers. Contact the Bayer team in Parkersburg at 319-346-1800 for soybean seed production opportunities in Butler and Grundy counties for the 2023 growing season. Also visit career.bayer.us for career opportunities within Bayer.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Halftime here inside the Appleton Parkersburg High School Gymnasium. John Mowinkle and Brian Boozman with you here. And it's Appleton Parkersburg, the number 15 team in 2A, 45, South Winneshiek 24. It was a 17-6 run in the final 5.5 minutes of the first half for the Falcons, and a great way to close the period. But how about all these steals for AP here in this one? 5, 10, 15, 22 turnovers for South Winneshiek. As, tough sledding for the Warriors, but the Falcons really taking advantage here.
Absolutely, and you know, I don't have the stat in front of me of points off turnovers, but it's really high.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because South Winn, when they just get going at a pace they're not used to, they throw the ball over the top of their teammate. They have a 10-second call. Eva Walker gets 2 steals in a matter of about 15 seconds. And then we get Appleton Parkersburg gets layups, and that's been the key. But to South Winn, so last year they had 21 points at the end of the game.
Yeah,
they have 24 now, so they're improving. And I told you off air I didn't think it would get to 80 tonight, just based on a wide array of factors. But if we keep going at this pace, we're going to get there.
Yeah, 45 points. That's probably not. You're on pace to get 90, but probably not going to happen, just because running clock rule might go into effect. But anyway, AP in good shape as they lead by 21 points here at the halftime break, 45-24. Ellen Waller with 16 points to lead the way. Q has 4. Peyton Closter has 2. Making sure Peyton Closter has 4. Bella Boozman with 1. Addie Williamson with 4. But she had the first bucket, and
she had a give and go, and then she had the first bucket, and then she had a give and go on a pass from Kendall Ryard, from Kennedy Lynn.
Yeah, is it just me, or does it seem whenever she scores, it's in really like an impactful moment? Even the first bucket of the game too.
Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah. Well, the other team, if I'm scouting Appleton Parkersburg, it's hey, let's try to slow them down. Let's try to slow down Waller. Let's keep an eye on Ryard, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, who's this kid? And all of a sudden she's got 4 points, and it's like then you have to keep an eye on one more person.
Also, Kendall Ryard with 5 points for the Falcons, Ava Eddy with 2, Lexi Oswegen 4, and Eva Walker with 4 points. The Falcons unofficially with just 8 turnovers. Warriors are being led by Morgan Clave with 5 and Carissa Wenthold with 5. Josie Teesketter has 5 as well. How about this halftime score at the half? Denver 31, Sumner Fredericksburg 19. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, especially after watching both. We watched Denver twice, and we watched Sumner once. Mm-hmm. And I thought Sumner was the better of the two teams, just based off playing against Appleton and Parkersburg. But maybe there's a matchup that we don't. There's I can't come up with her name. Hennessy from Hennessy from Denver. She's a tough matchup because and because the taller gal from Sumner is more of a post, and Hennessy is more of a. No, she's more versatile.
So the winner of that one will face the winner of this one. So obviously with the Falcons in good shape, it's going to be an NICL matchup either way. Yeah, we'll see who ends up coming out on top. Whether or not the Cougars have a big comeback in store, we'll see who ends up winning that one. Speaking of the Cougars, let's check in on AGWSR and HLV. Oh, 50-10, AGWSR leads at halftime. That's pretty insane right there.
AGWSR's got a machine over there right now. They really have a nice ball club.
And Dyke New Hartford. I searched Dyke. I should probably search more than just that. Let's see what they got. No score update from there as of yet, but we'll keep you posted on that, as well as some other teams here in the NICL. We'll take our last time out here of the halftime coverage, and when we come back, it'll be the second half. It's Appleton Parkersburg 45, South Winneshiek 24. Back after this. Back live inside the Appleton Parkersburg High School Gymnasium. Big thank you to all of our listeners on 98.9 KQCR, our viewers on the Falcon Activities Network on YouTube, and on Dumont Telephone Company Cable TV. However you're taking in tonight's broadcast, thanks for coming along. Some scores from around this bracket include Dyke New Hartford 40, or that's not this bracket, that's in the NICL, but they do lead 48-20. Is that what Berkey told you?
Yes, true statement.
True statement. No surprise there. In this bracket, it's Beckman Catholic 26, MFL Marmac 19. So that's another case of the lower seed leading at halftime. We told you that Denver leads Sumner Fredericksburg 31-19 at the break. Here it's 45-24 Falcons with the lead over South Winneshiek, and the Warriors with the basketball here as we get rolling in this third quarter. Down to the paint. Here's a bounce inside to Heemseth. Rise up, couldn't get the shot to fall. Rebound goes to Lind. Falcons into the front court. Here's Williamson. They circle around, try to add more here. Here's a three by Ryard. Couldn't get it to go off the rim. Rebound goes to South Winneshiek. Kriener still in the backcourt getting trapped. They got 3 seconds, and there's Williamson with a steal. Layup is missed. Rebound goes to Willie. Oh, man, you got to connect
another
on
steal
those.
by Addison.
And it's still being tapped around. Bounces it forward for Waller. Layup is good. Thankfully.
She used the whole rim to get that to go.
Ellen's got 18 points now to lead all scorers in this game. South Wind gets it across half court with Kriener. Chases it down to the right wing. Being trapped out there by Ryard. Some contact. Ryard kind of stumbled back, and the Warriors just lose it out of bounds in the corner.
You know, sometimes it's hard to play against a team that isn't very gifted in ball handling because everything's just so erratic.
Yeah. Here's a lob to Lynn. Backdoor cut for Williamson. Oh, they're going to get it on the defense, it looks like.
Oh.
Or are they?
Yep.
They are. They're going to get Wiley for it.
Okay. Well, fortunately for Appleton Parkersburg.
It was a 17-6 run for the Falcons to close the first half of the final 5 minutes. They get it into Lynn. Back out to Waller in the right corner. Lob pass to Kennedy. Turnaround for the right block. Too strong off the backboard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. AP has not been great on their short-range shots tonight. They lob it forward for Kreiner. Toss to the other side. It's hauled in by Heemse. In the lane, nice move, sliding to the right. She puts it in for 2. 47-26, that was Southwind's first bucket of the third quarter.
Oh.
Nearly a steal.
Getting a little lackadaisical here.
Bounce pass down to Lynn. Spins in the lane, right-handed shot, no good. And the rebound to the Warriors. That was the second missed shot down there by Kennedy in about as many possessions, but there's there's Kendall nearly getting a steal. Shot clock at 24. They did not reset it, so they didn't credit Ryard with the steal. They lob it up to Wiley. Up top, here's a straight on 3. Banked in. It's good by T-Sketter. 47-29. South Winn is back to within 18 points. Crossover by Waller, kicks it out to Q. Out in the left wing, in the lane, 14-footer, no good, but a foul. So that'll send Q to the free throw line for AP. She got 4 points tonight, was the leading scorer with 16 against Sumner Fredericksburg in the regular season finale. First free throw, good.
Nice shot. Quinlan's got 5.
Hopefully for AP, it's tough to say that it's tough to be, dissatisfied with a pretty decent lead like this if you're AP, but there's definitely some things here and there that have been a little glaring.
We got to get cleaned up.
Yeah.
Things have got to get cleaned up if you're going to make a deep run into the postseason. I'd like to see Kennedy Lind use her other shoulder. She's turning to the middle.
Here's a straight on 3, missed too strong. Rebound goes to
Good
Williamson.
Rebound by Addie. So when Kennedy gets the ball in the block, I'd like to see her do a drop step and try to turn into the middle.
3-ball Waller from the left side.
That'll
Swish.
help.
Boom. Ellen Waller from downtown.
She's got a smooth shot.
52-29 Falcons. 5 minutes to play third quarter. Nearly a pickpocket for Williamson, a nearly one. And there's a steal for Waller. Wide open pass to the bucket, and she lays it in. 54-29.
Do you think the South Winn coach is ready for her to graduate? We can play them at some point in time down the road.
Travel is called on the Warriors. Turnover number 30 on the game. Ellen's got 24 now. By the way, for our KQCR listeners, we're going to have Meet the State Wrestlers show coming up at the conclusion of this game broadcast. We'll hear from the state qualifiers from APGC, DNH, AGWSR, South Hardin, BCLUW, North Butler, Clarksville, all the schools from the area. That's coming up when we're done tonight on KQCR. Waller with a wing 3, right side.
Wow. Boom! Goes the dynamite. She's averaging 33 points a game against South Winn in the 2 times we played them.
57-29. She's got 27 points, within 11 of breaking her own record. Here's a bounce pass down to the block. Knights defense. Here's a tip and a steal. Lind hold on a sec.
That was Kendall Ryard, yep.
So Lind was there to prevent the shot from even happening, forced the kick out. And South Winn will inbound over from the far corner.
And we're going to try a new lineup here, John. We got the Twin Towers. We got Closter and Lind.
That's
Usually Peyton comes in for Kennedy, but we're going to try something else. That'll be a tough matchup for South Winn, and it's going to help Appleton and Parkersburg on the rebound.
So they lob it in. South Winn with the basketball, fresh shot clock. Here's a tip and a steal along the baseline by Lynn, and a nice behind-the-back pass. Here comes Oswego into the front court for AP. Gets it up top. Here's a straight on 3 for Wolf. Too short. Rebound Warriors. Clay hauls in the board, and here comes South Winn down the floor. Just a touch under 2 hours on the road trip here from Calmer. Lob pass into the lane. Turnaround by Clay.
Yes.
The rebound of the Falcons. Here comes Wolf. Across the timeline, here's Waller. Left wing three, here it comes again.
Whoa.
Oh, too strong off the rim. A rebound goes to South Winn. Down to 3:20 to play in the third quarter. Warriors with the basketball with Wenthold right side. Down to the corner, here's a three by T-Sketter. Couldn't get it to fall off the
rebound.
rim. And there's Osweg on the board. Waller into the front court. Dribbles to the left, takes it back behind the three-point line. Lind down to Closter.
Keep passing the ball.
Back out to
Keep
Osweg.
passing the ball.
And there's a blocking foul.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of old school here, John. But
you thought that was a charge?
Well, no, I think I'd like to see the Falcons pass the ball around the perimeter and either drive to the basket on the weak side or dump it into the post. There's layups to be had. A friend of mine who coached a long, long time, Dr. Speed Lindbergh, would say you have to be in a hurry to be patient.
Interesting. Might have to talk to Speed about that one of these times.
Well, he's from Austinville. They have a lot of interesting sayings over there.
That they do. I can tell you that right now. 57-29 is the Falcon lead, and a foul on South Winn. Well, last year at this point of the game, we had the running clock rule in effect.
Yeah, and what I mean by in a hurry to be patient, we can just pass the ball up the court as quick as you can, but then slow down, be patient, run your offense. So you can be in a hurry, but yet be patient. We just need to keep working the ball. If we pass it 2 more times, we're going to get a layup.
Walker almost dribbled it above her head. Here's Closter. They go for a trap down in the corner.
Nice steal by South Winn. Look at that pass.
Wow. It was almost straight up in the air, and the Warriors with a takeaway, 10th Falcon turnover of the game.
Should be white ball, yes.
Yep. So again, the team's trade turnovers. Down to 2:14 to play third quarter. 57-29 is the AP lead.
Applin's leading scorer out there right now is Eva Walker.
Did you say Applington's leading scorer?
Applington Parkersburg, sorry.
Oh, here's a running layup, good by Boozman.
Nice backdoor cut, good pass, good finish.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. And they get it right to Clave into the front court here. Warriors down by 30. Here comes a three. Too strong.
Rebound.
Rebound goes to Oswego. Stops the dribble in the corner, gets it away to Wolf. Lob down the floor for Walker, and loses it over toward the cheerleaders. It'll go back to the Warriors. Some substitutions here. T-Sketter returns.
Appleton and Parkersburg moving their press back a little bit. Half court. They're going to go full court man, or half court man, sorry.
Down to a minute and a half in the third quarter. T-Sketter up top, bounces a pass left to, let's see, that's Holthouse in the game. Also out of the timeout for South Winn. Dead ball, I should say, it wasn't a timeout. 14 on the shot clock. T-Sketter nearly fell back.
8 on the shot clock.
Turnaround shot from the lane, too strong.
Good rebound by Emma Wolf.
Races into the front court, lobs it left side for Boozman. Down underneath for Closter. Layup is good off the backboard.
Nice recovery by Peyton. Did a nice job of picking the ball up off the floor and putting it in.
Yeah, you're right. It was a low pass, but Peyton did an excellent job going straight up with it. 61-29 is the Falcon lead. Down to 50 seconds left in the third quarter. South Winn with the basketball. On the verge of their season coming to a close. Scramble for it, and it's out of bounds to the Warriors. Here with 17 on the shot clock, 42 seconds left in the third.
Appleton Parkersburg has no post in the game right now.
That is wild, and they just had 2.
Yeah, we went from 2 to none. The quasi post look like it's going to be Emma Wolf and Bella Boozman.
T-Sketter 3, she swishes it. And that's South Winn's first player into double figures. Up top with the Wolf, left side to Walker. Splits into the lane to back out to Boozman. Catch and shoot 3, left corner, too short. Rebound chase down along the baseline, but couldn't get to it on time. So yeah, so the 5 on the floor for AP are Wolf, Oswegen, Eddie, Walker, and Boozman. And the 5 on the floor for South Winn.
3-2 zone for the Falcons.
Are Wenthold, T-Sketter, Reilly, Holthouse, and Clave. Clave lobs it up to T-Sketter.
Travel, she took off before she had her foot set.
All right. 10.6 seconds left in the third. And let's see if the Falcons can get a shot here before the period comes to a close. So here comes Walker into the front court. Up top, bounce it to Wolf, 5 seconds, turns around back to Walker, and the Falcons turn it over. Here's Holthouse, still in the backcourt, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Appleton Parkersburg, though, still well on their way to a playoff victory here in the quarterfinal round. It's 61-32 Falcons over South Winneshiek as we head to the fourth in Parkersburg.
Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate provides the service you expect. With over 50 years of experience, they are available to assist you with all your insurance and real estate needs. Campbell Mellema Insurance and Real Estate is your local agent, helping protect what's important to you.
From paints to socks, toys to tools, Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center has it all. Parkersburg Hardware and Garden Center, voted the world's best small-town hardware. 504 Highway 57, Parkersburg. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturdays.
You ready for jump around?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I always play. Have you kind of picked up on that going to the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
It's always jump around. That was a quick quarter break as well.
Very quick.
It's time for the fourth quarter inside the Appleton Parkersburg High School Gymnasium. It's 61-32 AP with a lead over South Winneshiek, and Kendall Ryer with a nice smooth into the lane.
Really nice job. 3 or 4 passes, get an easy shot.
It's a 31-point lead. The running clock rule is in sniffing distance, and a missed layup down to the other end by South Winn, but it's a foul on Appleton Parkersburg.
We got a freshman on the line.
It'll go on Kennedy Lind, her first of the game. Yeah, Holthouse, freshman here for the Warriors, flicks the wrist. First free throw, several bounces and down 3.
She is now 2 for 7 from the line this year.
Nice. Warriors as a team, just 51%. Rebound goes to Lind, still on the floor, and she picks it up between her legs. Forward to Waller, and she splits into the lane. Layup is good.
Nice job. Good
she
ball
took
fake.
Charge on that one.
Yep, nice ball fake and stepped in there.
65, and now here's a steal by Ryard, bouncing over toward the broadcaster's table. And the Warriors will inbound with Wenthold right in front of us. Looking, and gets it in. 7:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Warriors with the basketball. They're down big, 65-33 here to the Falcons. Kick ball, and it'll stay with South Winn.
So Ellen Waller is 29.
Yep.
Going into the fourth. I'm going to make a prediction.
All right, let's hear it.
She's going to break the record.
Would love to see it. Here's a pass tipped by Waller out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it to AP.
Well, that wasn't the right call.
Yeah. Well, Falcons will get it back, I guess.
Yeah. They're going to have a makeup call.
Yep. Yeah. Here's Waller, and there's a foul on South Winn. Not too much argument from the South Winn coaching staff based on the game scenario.
Yeah. You got to kind of pick your battles at this point in time.
I mean, that happened right in front of us.
Yep.
Inbounds goes to
nice.
Schultz. Missed the layup. And a foul on South Winneshiek. We have a score update from Sumner. It's Denver 42, Sumner Fredericksburg 27 as they go to the fourth.
Bring on the Cyclones, huh?
Let's go.
Friday night, Parkersburg, Iowa.
98.9 KQCR, Falcon Activities Network on YouTube, Dumont Telephone Company Cable TV is where you can hear that broadcast.
250 viewers tonight, John, on multiple opportunities to listen or watch.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No.
And now the Warriors with the basketball. Trap in the corner, and it's picked up. Here's Waller, races it down the floor. Fast break layup, hesitation, and it's out of bounds. Who's it going to?
It's AP ball. That was a block shot.
Okay.
Yep. And every day is the Super Bowl for you, John. It's you're entertaining the nation.
That's right. Falcon Nation, if you will. High toss into Lynn. Out to Williamson. Oh.
Yep, got a little bit of happy feet there.
6:25 to play in the fourth quarter.
65-33, 6:25 to left in the game. Ellen Waller has 29. School record is 37.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, when you work together a while, you can kind of read each other's mind.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've known you for, how old are you, John?
26.
Yep, that's how long I've known you.
All right. Warriors with the basketball. They whip it around the perimeter to Heemseth. And a tip from behind by Ryard. Oh, that was not a smart play by Clave.
Nope.
Ryard tipped it out, and Clave went to go chase it down, and Q runs all the way halfway down to the practice gym to get the ball.
I'd like to see Appleton Parkersburg run their offense, because against Denver they're going to have to execute, and it's not always going to be helter-skelter basketball. It's going to have to be in a half court. Here we go. We're going to see what we got.
Here's Lind up top, gets it right to Wallard, and gets it left or right side to Williamson. Back to Waller. Fires up a deep three from the wing. You betcha. Ellen Waller.
Boom! Goes the dynamite. We're at 32 points for Ellen Waller.
Is it going to happen again? The school record is 37, which she set last year against South Winneshiek here in the playoff opener. She's 5 points shy of tying and 6 shy of breaking.
She might be done, John.
Yep. Running clock rule is now in effect. It's 68-33. And the Falcon starters will get a curtain call.
Yep. Well, good for them.
Oh yeah. You don't want to mess around and have something happen here late in this type of game. So here comes Oswego into the front court, lob it inside for Closter, falling back. She tumbles over her shoulders. Yep, she's back up. And the Warriors get it back into the front court. That was the 13th Falcon
That was
turnover.
a nice play by Southwind.
Backdoor layup by Clay.
Very seldom in a person's career do you get to go over 30 points twice.
That's right.
She got the record last year. Got 32 this year against the same team, so good for her. Nice pass
down underneath to Closter.
by
Couldn't get the layup. Gets her own rebound. Put back is in and the foul.
Nice pass by Emma Wolf.
And now it's 70-35.
Closter didn't think, she thought, I can get another offensive rebound.
Yeah, there you go.
And then get a chance for a three-point play.
Pad your stats a little. And one free throw too strong. Rebound goes to the Warriors. Greener hauls it in.
70-35. Double them up.
Still with 4.5 to play.
Yeah.
Warriors with the basketball. Straight on three. It's Clave. No good. Rebound Closter. Wolf pushes the pace forward. Here's Oswego hauling it in along the sideline. Wolf fires up a three. Rims out. Rebound Warriors. AP has really seemingly figured some stuff out a little bit here in this game as time has gone on.
Yeah.
You think I thought that pass was coming straight to us. Do you think maybe just the fact that you had 8 days between games made a little bit of difference in that aspect, in that regard, you think? Here's a shot by Closter, rims out.
There's a couple things that take effect. One is your adrenaline's up a little bit. You're a little tighter. It's tournament. Everybody is amped up, so you're not quite as. Sometimes you get too locked in. Plus, it's been 8 days since they've played. So, yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into trying to get yourself back in a routine again. Because you're used to playing twice a week. Now you don't play for a week.
Hook shot good by Clave. Here's Oswego
Keep
in the right
moving the
wing.
ball.
No, nice cut inside by Boozman. Nearly gets it ripped away, and there's a whistle and a jump ball call. And you probably got to believe, too, that for a team like AP, this is exactly the type of game that they need after 8 days. Nice blowout win, game's not in question. Kind of get back into your rhythm because, the Denver Cyclones are going to be coming for the Falcons here on Friday night.
Yes, and Denver has had our number in the tournament the last number of years, all the way up to regional finals, district finals, so.
I think the Falcon girls are going to be pretty pumped up for that one.
Yep.
Now, that one's not over either in Sumner, but the Cyclones did have like a 15-point lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll try to get an update here on that one pretty soon. Lob pass near side, catch to Wenthold, three, airballed it short, out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Falcons. Speaking of that, my friend Taylor Nitz from K-Way has not tweeted a third quarter score yet.
So we got Adrian Niemeyer, Kobe Wagsness, Ava Eddy, Kinsey Mowinkle, and Olivia Peterson in for the Falcons.
Nice. 2:10 to play. 70-37 is the Falcon lead.
Kinsey's the elder statesman in this group as a junior. Otherwise, they're all sophomores and freshmen. You never want it to end.
Straight on three missed by Wangsness. Offensive board putback missed by Niemeyer. That's Eddie. And there's Niemeyer out on the wing left side. Lob pass underneath. Turnaround Peterson. No good off the backboard. Rebound Warriors. I still remember my last high school football game.
Yep.
Even though I hardly played. Out of bounds to the Warriors here with 1:03 left, still running.
Well, when you have skin in the game and you have a vested interest in something and you put a lot of work in, you're going to remember it. And it's hard to it just ends. It's just all over. It's tough.
In the blink of an eye, it's done. But not for the Falcon girls basketball team. Moving on.
There we go.
Here's a tip and a steal by Wangsness. Wide open pass with bucket. Layup is no good. Oh, man. Chase down gets thrown, rebound, and they'll reset things here. Peterson
Olivia
inside.
Peterson, nope.
Kick back out Wangsness. Fires up a three. Too short.
Again.
Rebound to the Falcons. Wangsness center of the lane. Too short. Offensive board. Mowinkle put back rejected. Wangsness again. This time the layup is good. Dylan's got a lot of missed shots to keep track of right there.
I'll tell you what, that's funny. You know, if you don't call me Wangsness, that's funny because she just shrugged her shoulders.
Down to 10 seconds to go. Loose ball picked up by the Warriors. Down to the right side, here's Flores. Off the backboard missed, Wangsness the board, and that's the game.
There we go.
Appleton Parkersburg 72, South Winneshiek 37. Appleton Parkersburg moving on to the next round of the playoffs with a blowout victory over the Warriors. Post-game coverage is next from the Appleton Parkersburg Gymnasium.